Thanks for coming by. I am making banana nut muffins. I have too many fresh bananas. Maybe you experience the same thing in your place. Well, they're on their way out. And I could either freeze them for like smoothies, but I decided that I would make some muffins. So I'm going to bring you on down to the bowl and we're going to get started. This is such an easy, straightforward recipe. You're going to love it. Now what I have in here is some mashed up bananas. And of course I'll leave you the instructions and the details on how to make this recipe. So now I'm going to add a beaten egg. Now this is one of my frozen eggs again, and I will leave a link up top there so you can see how to freeze eggs. And I leave my fresh eggs for cooking for breakfast, that sort of thing. So I'm going to mix that in, make sure all my little bananas are mashed up pretty well there, and then I'm going to add a small amount of oil. This is avocado oil I'm using. It's a little healthier oil. Now if you didn't want to use oil, you could use applesauce, and I believe it is the same quantity. I'll see how that goes. I can get the instructions there as far as equal what olive oil, or excuse me, what oil versus the applesauce is. So I'm mixing that in. And now I'm going to mix in the sugar. See how straightforward this recipe is? One bowl. Yeah, this is good. This is good. It's going to be a good muffin. Okay, there is that. And now I'm going to add in the flour and the nuts and another seasoning, and we're going to be ready to go here. So here is some, I'm using some unbleached flour. And I've got in here some salt, baking soda, and baking powder. And that's going to go in. I'm going to toss in a little cinnamon. And then the walnuts. And what's nice about when you add those walnuts at the same time you add a dry ingredient, it helps coat those walnuts so they won't sink to the bottom necessarily. Now I'm just going to mix this until it is just mixed. As I always say when I make a quick bread or a muffin for you, it's always the same. If it's baking powder and baking soda and not actual yeast, all this needs to be is just mixed so the flour and the wet ingredients are combined, and we are just about there. Yeah, I'm not even going to do any more because that flour will absorb into that muffin mix. So I'll be right back. Okay, now I have my oven preheating at 350 degrees, and I have a 12-cup muffin tin here, and you know how I feel about these beautiful silicone cups, and when I take these out I'll show you that just releases, there's no sticking, and they're reusable, of course, which is a wonderful thing. And I love them. I absolutely love them. And I'm using a larger scoop here. I think this is about an inch and a half maybe. And I'm going to go through and put one of these in each of the muffin cups. So as you can see, these are all about 3/4 of a cup full, and they are ready to go in the oven. Okay, these are going to go into my oven, 350 degrees, and I'm going to start looking at them at about 20 minutes. I'm going to put them on that, that center rack, and I'll give them 20 minutes and do a toothpick test, and that's when you take a toothpick and you put it down in the center of these muffins and it comes out clean. And if it's still a little too wet, I'll then start watching it about every 2 minutes until they're done. And I'll let you know how long it took in my oven. So once these are out of the oven and they've cooled off just a little bit, I know somebody who wants to sample them. So we will be back. Oh boy, here they are. They took 23 minutes in my oven. And I just want to show you how these just literally pop out of these silicone muffin cups. Look at this. That is so slick. I am so done with paper muffin cups. Anyway, we're going to get ourselves all set up here, and we are going to have a taste of these fantastic muffins. Well,
it's time to eat.
It's time to eat. Here you go. Take a piece of that. Does it smell delicious or what?
It does. Let's break it here.
It's very, oh wow, look at that, how beautiful. Let me show them the inside here.
Nice banana smell.
It does smell amazing. And you know, lots of times things like banana nut muffins and that kind of thing always taste better like when they have a chance to, you know, how is it?
Good.
You know.
Banana-y, nutty, and the muffin itself has a good flavor.
It does, and you know what I was going to say about it is that I left those not on purpose, but it kind of worked out cool. Is that those bananas are little tiny bits. You know, it's not like really creamy banana. There's little pieces of banana in there.
That's excellent.
Oh, that's a good muffin.
I need a cup of coffee.
It does. It does call for a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Well, I'm glad you like that. You know me, I find a recipe and I say, it's okay, but I need to put the Jill for Today spin on it. And this is a banana nut recipe, you know, that I put the Jill for Today spin on.
What spin?
Well, I left much less oil out of it.
Doesn't need the oil.
It does not need the oil in it, and you could actually use the applesauce in spite of the
Oh yeah,
the
applesauce
oil.
would be good.
It makes it moister.
But that's very moist as
It is
it is.
very moist, yeah.
And good.
It's delicious. And I added a little more cinnamon. And there was one other thing I did. I can't recall what it. Oh, less sugar.
Yeah, and you
Less
know,
sugar.
if you want to spice it up, you could do a little brown sugar topping on the very top of it.
But it's sweet enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right then. This is a.
I'm going to eat the rest of it.
And that's great. All right. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Tell your friends, subscribe. If you like what you see, tell other people about it, right? And he's going to go for the rest of that muffin. You take care, everybody. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
stuff.
It is good, isn't it? Bye-bye.